Okay, so what do I have for you in today's video? In today's video, I'm going to show you some footage of my most recent hike at Hennops Hiking Trails. It's about 30 kilometers away from Johannesburg and 30 kilometers away from Pretoria. I have been there before. I like to visit them every 3 to 6 months. This time around, I could actually see quite a few changes. It looks like they did some upgrades. The area where you start, there has been some development there. There's a little restaurant where you can actually buy something to eat. There's always been one there, but this time around it looks like they upgraded it, paving there, places to sit, etc. And I see new boards there, new signs indicating precisely what hiking trails there are and directions and everything. It's always been good, but this time around I can see these new boards. Also, they have replaced the bridge. The previous bridge washed away. We had some serious floods over the last couple of months in Centurion, and the Hennops River runs that way. The previous bridge washed away, which you'll see in the footage as well. So yeah, they built a new bridge that's very nice. This time around it's actually quite high as the previous one, so I think this one is going to stick. I know of 2 previous bridges they built that actually washed away with the floods over the last 2 or 3 years. So yeah, that was a good move. And then also the Dassie Trail, which is the shortest trail. It's around 2.5 kilometers. It used to be the scenic one, still a scenic one, just a different side of the river. It also runs through the picnic area. So yeah, that is there's that information or that video clips to see as well. All of this I'll show you in the video clips. Then also try to stick it out. At the end of the video clips, I'm going to have a Q&A section where I'll be answering a few of the most asked questions related to the Hennops Hiking Trails, like where is it situated, what does it cost, when does it open, etc. There's actually quite a few, and I'll be answering all of those questions. But that's for later on. Before we get to it, let's go and have a look at the clips.
Are we having fun, son? Jy daai ander extended klas gemis. our point of view.
Okay, so I hope those video clips was entertaining and it gives you at least an idea of what to expect should you consider going for the hike at Hennops. Let's move on to the questions. Question 1. Where is it situated? Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drop a link in the description below. It will be a Google map and it's going to take you straight to the Hennops Hiking Trails site. It's just in front of Hartbeespoort. Like I previously said, it's about 30 kilometers away from Johannesburg and another 30 kilometers away from Pretoria, depending on what direction you come from. Okay, moving on to the second question. How much is the entrance fee at the hiking trails? Entrance fees are $100 per adults and $50 for children. Pretty straightforward. Moving on to the third question. How long is the Hennops Hiking Trails? Okay, there's 3 trails. One is the Dassie, it's 2.5 kilometers, and then they've got the Zebra Trail, which you can access via the cable bridge or the cable car. That's around 5 kilometers, and then they've got the killer, the crocodile hiking trail, which is a 10-kilometer trail. In my opinion, it's brutal. I've only done it once. In my defense, it wasn't a good day for me, so I think I died twice on that trail that day. There's a lot of ups and downs. You need to catch it, try and catch it early in the morning, and make sure you're healthy and strong, and water and sunscreen and a hat, and be willing to walk around 4 hours plus minus. Like I said, there's a lot of ups and downs, and it's definitely going to be a challenge. Moving on to the fourth question. Is the Hennops Hiking Trail safe? This is a question I do get a lot. In my opinion, the hiking trail is safe. I've done it solo quite a few times in the past, and I've never felt unsafe in any way whatsoever. That being said, it's not a guarantee. You never know what happens or what's possible out there. It's amazing what can happen. So I would say this. When you go for a hike there and you're very concerned about your safety, I think go during times when it's a lot busier, which will be over weekends, Saturday, Sunday, and then also public holidays. And to add an extra layer of security, take a friend with you. It's much more fun with friends as well to go for a hike. So yeah, definitely. That's my opinion on is it safe. I think you'll be okay, but be alert. You know, we live in dangerous times. Okay, moving on to the next question. Question 5. The Hennops picnic spot. What can you expect from the picnic spot? Okay, it runs along the river, which is beautiful. It's covered by trees mostly. There is grassed areas where you can sit and have a picnic. Lots of space underneath the trees where you can park your vehicle and set yourself up. And then there's also braai facilities which you can make use of if your plan is to put a piece of meat on the braai or whatever you braai. There is braais for you to rent. And then also there is 2 pools which you can make use of. Lots of fun. Get into the water, especially after a hike. And then they've got toilets there as well for, doing the toilet stuff. So yeah, the picnic spot in my opinion is okay, it's good enough. And it's ideal after a hike, Okay, cool. That's it in terms of the picnic spot. Moving on to the next question. What time does the Hennops hiking start? Okay, so pretty much when does it open and close? Okay, Mondays to Fridays, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then Saturdays and Sundays, you're looking at 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. And the facilities close at 5. So those are your times. Over the weekends, it opens a bit earlier at 6, and during the week, it opens at around 7. Okay, so those are your times. Moving on to the next question. Hennops Hiking Trail accommodation. Okay, there's a link to the accommodation page on the website in the description below. Briefly, there's a garden cottage, 1 unit that sleeps 2 people. 1 night stay is going to cost you a whopping $1,000. Then there's also a bungalow that sleeps 12 people. 1 night stay at the bungalow is going to cost you around $4,000. Both of them seem to be self-catering. And lastly, the fees, your hiking and entrance fee to the picnic spot will be included in your accommodation fee. Okay, moving on to the last question. Hennops Hiking Trail map. If you're looking for a map, there will be a link in the description below where you can get yourself a map. Okay, that's it. for the Q&A section. I hope I at least answered one of your questions. Let's move on to the last part. If you have any questions, drop in the comments below and I'm going to try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Then also, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, and then if you would like to stay in the loop, hit on that subscribe button and notification bell, and you'll be informed of each and every new video as and when I upload it. That's it, until the next adventure.